I've been writing about art for some time, and I like writing about art because it's a way to write about everything in the world. And I've been talking about feelings for some time, and nothing more than feelings, exactly. And recently, I started writing about color, and I realized that a lot of the things I was interested in about the mysteriousness of art and feelings were sort of emblematized by color. And recently I was like at my parents' house, and I started thinking about how color enters the world as this miraculous, almost erotic rupture, and that it changes, and sort of like flowers. And then I had a friend who's falling madly in love, and she was telling me about it. And every time I see someone who seems madly in love, I feel like I'm looking at cut flowers on a table, you know, like it's already dying. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful right now, but it's already turning into something else. And then I realized that as flowers die, the way color works is it's not like the color disappears into transparency, the color changes into something else. And that what I actually thought was like the dying of an intense chroma in a relationship is actually just the changing of the chroma of a relationship. And so that's, the more I pondered the realities of color, the more expansive and mysterious and complicated it seemed to me, especially as something particularly resistant to
For a long time now, I've been interested in something I would call dramatic subtlety, and I'm interested in peripheral color and peripheral experiences, and kind of the way that the periphery implies what's behind you, and in terms of color, the spectrum implies and airs into waves that are beyond the visual, but also create color, such as sound, and something that you feel, which is sensorial and colorful. As far as the language of color, I think I'm also interested in literature and thinking about how words are connecting to experiences, how words and visuals connect, and how these territories that combine rather than estrange. Snippets of the readings that we'll be doing is from Orhan Pamuk, My Name is Red. The part that we're going to read is the section of the book where the language dissolves into color, and it's written from the perspective of a man in his dying moments. And I think it's interesting because it's the point when there's no other way to express what he's experiencing. Of course, this is from the imagination of the author, but through these kind of color and material sort of lappings onto each other. So where you have red and blood, and so part of what I'm also interested in, what I would like to get from this class, is thinking about what color, both perceiving and expanding perception, and hearing how other people see, because that will help just expand and dissolve, like you're saying, how the dead rose is no longer red, it's simply a different color. And then also material expansion side.
So I hope that all of that craziness gives you a sense of something.